Hello everybody, it's Shawna L. Francis. It is August 20th, 2021. I hope everybody's doing awesome. The Galactic Federation of Light has said today during my meditation that they'd like to come in and make a video. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I channel the Galactic Federation of Light among other highly evolved beings of light. It's just been an incredible ride here. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, and consistently with the Galactic Federation of Light here for about the past year or so, a little more than a year and a few months. It's just been just an incredible honor to be working so closely with these beings who bring so much love, unconditional love, all this wisdom to humanity when we are really suffering, really having a hard time. Again, if you are watching this video, if you're drawn to these messages and to these frequencies, you are a light worker on the planet, here to anchor love and light through all the crazy, through all the despair, through all the suffering, through all the anxiety, through all the fear. You're here to anchor this love and light on this planet, and it is really critical. You know, I spent 25 years in digital marketing. I had an amazing career. I've raised 2 amazing boys, you know, lived the American dream and worked really hard at that. And, you know, 3 years ago, you know, my whole world got turned upside down when I became kind of activated to my true mission on the planet, okay? And I'm quite frankly still coming to grips with what all of this is and what I'm doing and what's happening. So much so that I wrote a book about what I've experienced, what I've gone through, and I published that last year. You know, and I'm absolutely dedicated to helping anybody out there who may be going through similar awakening experiences and not knowing what the hell is going on, right? Things have changed a lot in the 3 years since I started. I feel like there's the collective consciousness has come a long way, especially in the last year or so with COVID and all the awakening that's happened because of the ability, we've had the ability to get jarred out of our routines, right? And kind of awake from the illusion a little bit through kind of these lockdowns and just also just being able to observe the energy frequencies that are all around us and the divisiveness and the duality that's happening, right? So this has been quite jarring for a lot of starseeds and light workers in a good way, so that's been a very powerful catalyst for all of us here. But again, you know, these times are unprecedented for humanity. We are now ready to help Mother Earth and basically all the energy, every bit of existence here, raise in vibrational frequency to a 5th dimensional level. We're at 3D, third density now. We're moving kind of past 4 up to 5. You know, I've basically dedicated my life to this work and to this mission, and recreating who and what I am, trying to understand what this means and where I fit and where we all fit. And quite frankly, it's like the more I learn, the more I experience, I feel like the less I really know. And I think this is a good thing. This is, you know, about the discovery, and it's a rebirth and it's a reckoning. And, you know, I think we can all kind of despair in that, right? And our egos want to hang on to the old. They want to hang on to the old at the expense of the new and at the expense of truth. You know, and truth's going to be different for each and every one of us, right? Because we create our own realities through our beliefs and through our thoughts and these things that we embody here. But imagine if you could just wipe the slate clean and just start from zero. And we have this opportunity to do this now. So all those old things that, you know, things that have happened in your past that basically you have used to define who you are, to create your identity. Well, I've been through this, that, and another thing, and I was treated this way, and I suffered through this. And I mean, these are all, you know, some of these experiences have been really, really traumatic. And it's been important to our journeys to experience that trauma or to experience any of these things that may be difficult, right? So I truly believe that on some level, for some reason, we've chosen those things. We are infinite beings of love and light here on the planet for just a short amount of time. There's a lot of lessons we're trying to cram into these end times here for where we're at, right? We've got to get through these karmic cycles so we can have a clean slate moving forward. So, you know, you're bringing all these experiences with you up to this point. But my friends, it's now time to pivot. We're being asked to pivot here. Thank you for all the lessons. I see it for what it is. I see this illusion for what it is. This is a test bed. It's a learning ground. It's education. It's experience. It's karma. It's all these things, right? We take everything so darn serious, right? Now it's time to lighten up. And it's time to kind of let the things that we have previously identified as our personalities and who we are, to let go of these things. And I'm speaking for myself as well. You know, if I work so hard to have a perfect marriage and a wonderful family and the, you know, excellent career, making good money and doing good things and living for the weekends and, having the house and the cars and all that good stuff. And I loved every bit of that. I have no regrets. But now everything's different and my life is going in a whole new direction. And it is based on love. It's based on heart. It's based on faith and trust. It's based on surrendering. It's based on going with the flow. No longer am I pushing that boulder up the hill to try to make my life what I think it needs to be. And I'm allowing, I'm allowing this to unfold. I say that, but believe me, I struggle. I still struggle with this. So, and I think this is probably, a lot of this will resonate with a lot of you as well. Galactic Federation of Light, members of the Galactic Federation of Light here on the planet, maybe other types of starseeds, folks who have come here to help this planet ascend, right? Now's the go time, guys. It's pivot time. It's pivot time. Let's let go of all the stuff that no longer serves us. Maybe that means some really big decisions you've got to make in your world to move forward in a new direction. Being brave and being bold and just going for it, right? Just going for it, knowing that you're supported by your team, that you're supported by this energy. So super exciting. Another kind of fun thing that I'm starting to do. So I have a new love in my life, a new boyfriend. I'm super excited about this, just feeling into this relationship and embodying this love and embracing it and just loving it. But he and I, we're going to be doing more exploration of kind of ship sightings, feeling of cosmic energies here on the planet. So I've got like the telepathy thing going with the channeling, and I'm now able to kind of see my guides and see the Galactic Federation of Light and the beings that are coming forward more clearly, hearing them, feeling them, sensing them. This is part of my evolution in terms of my channeling abilities and my mission here. But now we're going to also start looking to the skies at night and looking for more contact in a physical way here on the planet. So I'm very excited about this. So this has just been something that's, come up in the last couple of weeks. So I'll keep you posted as this goes. And, truly developing even the protocols for how you might go about making contact in this way. And again, guys, we've got free will. And if you're wanting this kind of connection, if you're wanting your guides to come through, if you're wanting to see UFOs in the sky, or take it even further, we've got free will. So you've got to verbalize that, ask for that, make it known in a very clear way that this is what you want. So I love to say things out loud. I've got affirmations, intentions that I'm saying. I write things down. And I bring those energies to me that way, with some strong intentions. So really fun. Okay. So this is where the mind bending stuff comes in that the GFLs talked about in the past. The energies are incredible. I'm feeling them very strongly. And it feels good to really, again, tune out of the narrative that's going on in the mass media and all the divisiveness and all the stuff that's kind of keeping us in fear. going with the flow and just being in nature and being in love and allowing things to be kind of unfolding naturally and being okay with what is. So I've talked about that before too. All right, so UFO stuff. Quick update on the Ascension Conference with Corey Good. Corey Good was a big part of my awakening early on because, you know, my team said, it was Archangel Metatron in the beginning who said, your mission is to help emancipate negative reptilian energy from the planet. That was a WTF moment, right? So I really knew nothing about any of this. I had not really thought about aliens or extraterrestrials. I kind of got, you know, again, being into esoteric and new age stuff with my mom. So I'm, you know, familiar with the whole genre, but really not that interested in, you know, digging into reptilian stuff or any of those theories around shape shifting and all that. So I did a little bit of research, and Corey Good came up early on and talked about reptilians. And that was like, wow, I resonate with this man. I get what he's saying. I feel like he's authentic. And it was such a relief to have somebody else out there who was also talking about reptilians. And of course, throughout these videos over the last year, the GFL's talked a lot about this influence as well through these channelings. So Corey Good, you know, I think he brought some nice people together for this Ascension Summit. Kind of what I'm feeling and sensing, and I don't want to add any more to the kind of the divisions that are going on, but you've got kind of, you know, a camp who is kind of the traditional ufologists, and they've, you know, been dedicated to this for, you know, 20, 30, 40 years since, say, the 80s. And these guys really, you know, it's about government conspiracies to cover up the existence of ETs and UFOs and all the technology there, and it's the secret space programs, and it's bases on the moon, and it's, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there going on. And then I think you've got kind of this evolving camp that is more about the ascension and about spirituality and about raising of consciousness. And that is how we make connection. That is how we are making connection now to these highly evolved beings of light who are here. And it's not just of light. These are of physical form. They're just of higher dimension. So I say of light, but, you know, they could be just as physical as you and me here, but just in a different dimension, or even here in our dimension. So, you know, the ascension pathway here. And, you know, it'd be nice if these two camps can kind of really come together and unite. So we'll see what happens here. But, you know, Corey Good's definitely in the realm of kind of ascension, spirituality. Love is where it's at. Consciousness is where it's at, making these choices every day. David Wilcock was totally fun. He's a guest appearance there, a surprise appearance. He talked for about an hour. And it's a lot of what he's been talking about already. He is pulling in some kind of more prophecy, the prophetic stuff, kind of end of world kind of prophecies coming out of the Bible and other ancient groups like the Zoroastrians. He brought these folks up. So fun to do a little bit of research on that. I also really enjoyed Peter Maxwell Slattery. He's from Australia. He's also kind of an ascetic guy. There is an ascetic ranch not too far from me here in Washington State near Mount Adams. James Gilliland runs that. Well, he's good friends with this Peter Maxwell Slattery. Peter Maxwell Slattery, again, it's like that blending of the two camps, the ufologists and the experiencers and the abductees, and he's one of those. And then also bringing love and light and contacting in this way that's telepathy. It is love. It is consciousness. It is raising of our frequencies here. It's about the ascension. So I really liked Peter, and I liked his take on this whole thing. So there's a few folks you can look up if you're interested in that. But, you know, got me excited again to get out and be looking at the stars at night, trying to capture some footage and just start exploring this whole world that I've been pretty unfamiliar with up to this point. My dad's doing great. He's busy. He's fishing, golfing. He's, you know, doing fun stuff. I'm continuing to work on him energetically, psychic surgery, this kind of thing, working with his, with this cancer, replacing, you know, all those cells with fresh, healthy brain tissue, working on his ocular nerves from his eyes. He's got some vision issues since he got his tumor. So, it's good. He's doing great. So thanks again, everybody, for all your prayers and for asking about my dad. And he loves it. He loves everything that you're doing and all the prayers and all the love that you send his way. So thank you again for that. All right. So with that, wow, that's a lot of talking, guys. Thanks for your patience in getting to the channeling. There's just a lot there I wanted to catch up with you on. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get quiet here, and hopefully these birds, chipmunks, it's a chipmunk chirping away, will quiet down a little bit, and I will see what the GFL would like to talk about today. Beautiful beings of light here on the planet, you who have chosen to embody in human form, to be here at this very, very special time in humanity's evolution, in Mother Earth's evolution, in this entire sector of the galaxy, your evolution to a higher vibrational state of living. We commend you, we embrace you, we love you, we greet you, we welcome you. You as the galactic race that you are, humanity, a galactic race among many. Are you able to comprehend this? Are you able to understand this? Are you able to accept this with open arms, just with an open heart, and to receive all the abundance and gifts, the frequencies that this knowing should bring to you, to each and every one of you on very personal, tangible levels? This is beautiful. Your knowing, your awakening, your ability to see through the illusion, your ability to place importance on the things that really matter right now. Are you being consciously aware of what your energy is doing, where you are focused, what you are thinking, how you are believing, what you are saying? Are you being conscious of these things? Because now we focus on the collective. This is a collective experience here. It can be no other way. So now that you are aware of your personal, energetic, vibrational experience, your frequencies, the light and information that you embody, you as the beacon, you can now transition and pivot fully, clearly, boldly into that of the collective consciousness. And here is where we reside. Here is where the Galactic Federation of Light resides, in this collective with each and every one of you. Even if you are not sure and you may not still believe, do know that your frequency, your energy, your love impacts the whole, is a part of the whole, is being influenced by the whole. Group dynamics, so very powerful, and we will continue to dig into the logistics around working with group consciousness for each and every one of you on this path. Because here is where the undercurrent of the negative reptilian energy that is a part of this existence begins to be known. It begins to be brought into the light. It begins to be seen for what it is. There's a recognition that happens here, a recognition. And as the Galactic Federation of Light, our specific group, this consortium of many other species from many parts of existence at many different levels of vibrational frequency, we come together to help aid Earth at this time, specifically with these negative energies, with the dark. We are the light, We're counterbalancing the dark on the planet. You are a part of this mission. So rejoice in the idea that you get to be part of this evolution, this revolution against these negative reptilian forces with Shawna. Okay, doesn't this just get more and more interesting? I'm glad it's not just me. All right, let me get focused again. I mean, I'm laughing here, guys, but this is serious stuff. And what else can we do but kind of, all right, what else, right? I mean, we've got a lot thrown at us. Working with negative reptilian energy, it's definitely critical. So anyway, I'm fascinated by this, where this is going. All right, I'm gonna get quiet and let these guys continue. The undercurrent of negative reptilian energy. We have been talking with Shawna in a bit more detail about what this is, and we did feel that it would be appropriate to bring this more to the collective. And this actually helps Shawna and each and every one of you who have specific missions aligned to this type of energy frequency to step more consciously in your awareness into this part of your mission. It's important, and the time is now. So the reptilians here, the negative reptilians, there are all matter of species here along this spectrum of light, okay? Negative reptilian, there are positive reptilians, there are all kinds of reptilians, and some of them are ancient, and they are at every frequency, including on your planet, okay? So it is not any kind of judgment. It is not any kind of judgment for the path that these beings have chosen. But what needs to happen here is a balancing of the energies, a balancing of the energies. There have been actions taken, power taken, exploitation on deep, deep levels. This must stop. It is not allowed. It is not to be continued. And quite frankly, these beings, these reptilian beings, this energy, this collective consciousness that they share, they are not going happily and peacefully. They are fighting this. They're working hard to counterbalance this. You can sense this on a deep level, what this is, how it's impacting the whole. Maybe you're getting a sense for how you as a singularity may be playing a role here to help counterbalance this as well. So we bring the idea here of an undercurrent of negative reptilian energy, and we bring it to the collective consciousness so that it may be known on a deeper level, on a broader level, on a more basic level. And this will be important as we continue to move forward in this path together, as we continue to illuminate that which has been dark, to stabilize energies, to bring balance, to bring light. My beautiful ones, your work here, while it may feel like it is just beginning, it has been going on for a very long time. In your current incarnations here, in your current human experiences here, this all seems very brand new, but know that you have been in training. You have been in training for a very long time for this moment. Now's the time to bring your A games. Now's the time to let the knowing settle in and become you. Now's the time to rise. And this is not a hand-to-hand combat fight with swords, guns, knives, all manner of weaponry here, as you would imagine. It is the will of consciousness. The will of consciousness. It is the will of a love frequency. It is saying no to that which no longer serves not only you, but the collective. How do you say no? How do you make this known? Where do you go from here? First, it is about you and your freedom and your sovereignty to make choices. It is you having discernment. It is you not being a victim. It is you not being swayed by forces that may wish to control you on deep levels. No matter how you spend your day, where you may be, you have the ability to radiate out high vibrational frequencies that will fight this darkness. Spend your time in sacred space, in meditation, envisioning this undercurrent of reptilian energy, bringing it more to the surface, bringing it into the light, raising its frequency, raising its frequency. As this happens, it dissipates. It is pure science. But where your science lacks in understanding, we fill those gaps with this understanding and with this knowing and with these frequencies. Allow us to bridge this gap in your knowing. Allow your own knowing to be your compass. Settle into this idea that you're working together as a whole to bring light to this planet in very important and tangible ways. This is not esoteric. These are not lofty concepts. This is real. This is now. This is practical. This is tangible. This is palpable. And this is who you are. Can you do this? Can you rise to this challenge? Are you with us? On so many levels you are, and we thank you. Continue. Continue to peel the layers of your world that gets to the heart of who and what you are. Continue to consciously see beyond fear for what that is. Make it known that you are here to be a beacon. This is not you preaching. This is not you on a soapbox. This is not you with a microphone. This is you embodying a frequency of love. And in that embodiment, in that knowing, it impacts everything you do, everything you think, the frequency that you emit, and it impacts the whole. It is as simple as that. Please call upon us. We are here for you, each and every one of you. Nobody is left behind in this process. Nobody. With infinite love, infinite light, and a support that you may never ever comprehend, we leave you today with these messages. Thank you, Galactic Federation of Light, for that. Thank you, all of you here, boots on the ground, doing this work. Powerful, guys, powerful. Okay. All right, I'm going to sit with these energies for a little bit. Maybe you will want to as well. Drink lots of water. Bless your water before you drink it. Make sure you're creating that sacred space for you and for your energy and for allowing this to really take hold. I know it's massive, okay? Let me know if I can do anything for you. I love each and every one of you.